Imagine driving through a busy city. You pass tall buildings, crowded streets, and endless traffic. And then, you see something familiar. Two golden arches. Bright. Simple. Instantly recognizable. It doesn't matter if you're in New York, Tokyo, London, Dubai, or a small town somewhere in the world. Those golden arches mean one thing. McDonald's. Today, McDonald's serves millions of people every single day. Its restaurants exist in more than 100 countries. But what makes this story truly remarkable is this. McDonald's did not start as a global empire. It started as a small burger stand run by two brothers in California. No massive investors. No global plan. Just a simple idea. Serve food faster than anyone else. But that simple idea would change something much bigger than fast food. It would change how the entire world eats. This is the story of McDonald's. A story about innovation, competition, ambition, and the powerful system that turned one small restaurant into a global phenomenon. The story begins in the 1940s. America was changing rapidly after World War II. Cars were becoming common. Highways were expanding. Families were traveling more than ever before. And along those highways, a new type of restaurant began appearing. They were called drive-ins. Customers would drive their cars into a parking lot. A waiter would walk to the car, take the order, and bring the food. It was convenient. But it was also slow. And messy. In the city of San Bernardino, California, two brothers saw an opportunity. Their names were Richard and Maurice McDonald. Most people simply called them Dick and Mac. They opened a small drive-in restaurant in 1940. At first, it was just like every other drive-in. Burgers, fries, milkshakes. Car hops delivering food. Nothing special. But over time, the brothers noticed something interesting. Most customers were not ordering complicated meals. They were ordering just a few simple things. Hamburgers. French fries. Milkshakes. So the brothers made a bold decision. They completely redesigned their restaurant. In 1948, the McDonald brothers closed their restaurant for several months. When it reopened, everything had changed. The menu was dramatically smaller. No barbecue. No complicated meals. Just a few items. Hamburgers. Cheeseburgers. Fries. Drinks. Milkshakes. But the real innovation was how the food was made. The brothers created a system inspired by factory assembly lines. Each worker had one specific task. One person grilled the burgers. Another added the toppings. Another wrapped the food. Another prepared the fries. Every step was carefully organized. The goal was simple. Speed. Food could now be prepared in seconds instead of minutes. Customers didn't even need to leave their cars for long. And prices were incredibly low. A hamburger cost just 15 cents. The system was called the Speedee Service System. And it worked brilliantly. The restaurant became extremely popular. Lines of customers formed every day. The McDonald brothers had solved a problem many restaurants struggled with. How to serve large numbers of people quickly and cheaply. But they had no idea their system would soon spread across the entire world. Because someone unexpected was about to enter the story. In the early 1950s, a man named Ray Kroc was traveling across America. Kroc was not a chef. He was not a restaurant owner. He was a salesman. His job was selling milkshake machines. One day, he noticed something unusual. A small restaurant in California had ordered 8 milkshake machines. 8. That was far more than most restaurants ever needed. Curious, Kroc decided to visit the place. When he arrived, he was shocked. The restaurant was packed with customers. Burgers were being made incredibly fast. Workers moved like a perfectly organized machine. Everything was efficient. Everything was simple. And customers loved it. Ray Kroc immediately understood something powerful. This wasn't just a successful restaurant. It was a system that could be replicated everywhere. Kroc approached the McDonald brothers with a proposal. He wanted to franchise the restaurant. That meant opening identical McDonald's locations across America. At first, the brothers were hesitant. They were comfortable with their one successful restaurant. But Kroc was persistent. Eventually, they agreed. And in 1955, Ray Kroc opened the first McDonald's franchise in Illinois. It was the beginning of something enormous. Ray Kroc believed in one thing above all else: consistency. He wanted every McDonald's restaurant to be exactly the same. The same menu. The same recipes. The same speed. The same experience. No matter where you were. To achieve this, Kroc created strict rules for franchise owners. Everything had to follow the McDonald's system. From the cooking methods to the design of the restaurants. Even the shape of the building became iconic. The famous golden arches. Bright yellow arches designed to be seen from far away. They became one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. But Kroc's biggest innovation wasn't just fast food. It was franchising at an enormous scale. Instead of owning every restaurant himself, Kroc allowed entrepreneurs to open their own McDonald's locations. They paid fees and followed the system. This allowed the company to expand incredibly fast. By the 1960s, McDonald's restaurants were appearing all across America. And then, around the world. McDonald's first international restaurant opened in Canada in 1967. Soon after, it expanded into Europe. Then Asia. Then Latin America. Everywhere McDonald's went, it brought the same promise. Fast. Affordable. Consistent food. But something interesting happened as the company expanded. It began adapting to local cultures. In India, McDonald's does not serve beef. In Japan, special menu items are created for local tastes. In the Middle East, halal food options exist. Despite these differences, the core experience remains the same. Walk into a McDonald's anywhere in the world. And it feels strangely familiar. The colors. The menu boards. The smell of fries. It's the same system created by two brothers decades earlier. McDonald's didn't just sell burgers. It sold an experience. A brand. And the company became one of the greatest marketing machines in history. The introduction of Ronald McDonald created a child-friendly image. Happy Meals became one of the most successful marketing ideas ever. Children loved the toys. Parents loved the convenience. Entire generations grew up associating McDonald's with childhood memories. Birthday parties. Family road trips. Late-night meals. The brand became part of global culture. And as television spread across the world, McDonald's advertisements reached millions of homes. Soon, the golden arches became more recognizable than many national symbols. But with enormous success also came criticism. Health experts began raising concerns about fast food. High calories. High sugar. High fat. Documentaries and studies questioned the impact of fast food on public health. Others criticized the company's influence on global food culture. Some argued that traditional foods were being replaced by standardized fast food. Environmental groups raised concerns about packaging waste and industrial farming. These debates continue even today. And McDonald's has responded by introducing healthier options. Salads. Fruit. Lower-calorie meals. But the discussion about fast food's role in society is far from over. Despite the criticism, one fact remains undeniable. McDonald's changed the world. Not just because of burgers, but because of the system behind them. The Speedee Service System pioneered efficiency in food service. Franchising became a powerful model used by countless other businesses. The idea of standardized global products became common in modern commerce. In many ways, McDonald's helped define modern consumer culture. Fast. Convenient. Predictable. Millions of businesses today follow similar models. From coffee chains to clothing stores. The influence of that small burger stand in California extends far beyond food. The story of McDonald's is not just about hamburgers. It's about vision. The McDonald brothers created a brilliant system. But it took Ray Kroc's relentless ambition to turn that system into a global empire. Together, their ideas reshaped the restaurant industry forever. Today, every time you see the Golden Arches, you're looking at more than a fast food restaurant. You're looking at one of the most successful business systems ever created. A system that began with a simple question: how can we serve food faster? Sometimes the ideas that change the world are not complicated. They are simply executed better than anyone else. And that is the story of McDonald's. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more fascinating stories behind global brands, history, and ideas that shaped our world, make sure to subscribe to Reflective Mind. Like the video if you found it interesting. And tell me in the comments, which global company story should we explore next? Until next time, stay curious.